Hey guys, what's going on? It's gonna be episode 1 of Koen Rants. Uh, I've seen a lot of things go wrong in this country, and I've wanted to enlighten the masses of our country about them. And I feel as if this is the best way to do it, is to give the public a piece of my mind, because I think that us, the true Americans, we are held down. We are restricted, and most importantly, we're pissed off. I need you to take that seriously, alright? So, as you can tell from the title, this is a theory that everyone may think is a little outlandish, but I'm going to prove to you it's not. And the reason that everyone thinks it doesn't believe in it is because they think it's outlandish. They look at the surface and they say, no, that's not, that can't be that. Okay, yeah, whatever. You need to listen. Okay, you need to wake up and listen. So you can tell I'm going to be talking about Avatar by James Cameron, and how the left has made a deal with that, and how that movie did wonders to warp the minds of the American citizens at the time. By the time this movie came out, we actually were a bit more of a functioning society, but at the turn of the decade, that's when we got things like femboys, we got Discord, we got people grooming each other, we have the actions of grooming people with estrogen hormones, and I think that, honestly, this movie is responsible for that, so let's get into why. So I have written right here, the Avatar, James Cameron movies have a deal with the Democrats. The character details a plot by the left-wing media to make Democrat party presidents popular by paying James Cameron to release Avatar movies during their terms only and not during the terms of Republican presidents. This is something you really need to keep in mind, because this is how they get into your minds. They look at, okay, well, what's the state of the country right now? And then they strategize that, and they pick the time to release this movie. And it's the media. Everyone always talks about the media. I know it's a buzzword, but it's the media that gives the left their power. Okay, CNN, everyone knows about that. Everyone knows that CNN, when they took a picture or took a video of Joe Rogan admitting he had COVID, and they decided that they needed to decrease the saturation on the video in order to get their point across, as if that mattered. Yeah, they're disingenuous, and everyone, I think, can agree with that at this point. But that is just one example of how the left uses media in order to make its point, and in order to brainwash the masses. And here we are with Avatar. Continuing on, so he talks about how unfair. So they talk about how he, being James Cameron, he often he manages to find a way to continue to manipulate these masses through the plot of these movies, and it's unfair to Trump that Obama and Biden are getting these sorts of Avatar films, and he's not. I mean, where was the Republicans didn't get that sort of thing, and the movies the movies are just so bad that they must have been propped up by the DNC, right? They propped up with the DNC, and they've subconsciously been coding them to make people believe that the films are good. They're not good. I mean, it made a lot of money, but that shows you the movie sucks. Now that the movie's been out, everyone knows that film fucking sucks, right? Everyone knows that. But how much money did it make at the box office? A shit ton, right? That's because in the moment, everyone was convinced that this film was good, and that's how the left gets you. It doesn't matter what happens 10 years from now, because we're not going to correlate all the garbage that's happening today with James Cameron Avatar, because again, it's so stupid. How could it be that way? But think about how Avatar manipulated us in the beginning. We watched the movie, we sat down, and we said, well, that's pretty good. But then we walked out, and after a few months, we realized, no, that was actually kind of shit. But it didn't matter. Damage is done at that point, okay? Realize that. And I believe I had heard that Donald Trump listed this as the number 3 reason, as the reason why he lost the 2020 election was due to the decades worth of damage done to our country based on Avatar and by, by the left media. This is something that needs to end now, and I'll tell you why. It's because this country used to be absolutely amazing. Okay? When we struck our own independence, that's when we had it. Okay? We had everything. We had everything we needed. Woo, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, we had it. We were great. We were great off. But now, because of shit like this, we've moved on to a world where sissy femboys can dominate Discord servers. They become their admins. Whatever. People saying tranny's a slur now or whatever. Like, that's not. No. And I don't understand that. And you see, that's where all this media, and I could point out more films just like it. James Cameron tried to do it with Titanic. It didn't work. The movie was a hit, but it was a hit over in China. And you see, the thing about China is it's not America, so who fucking cares? It worked on them, it didn't work on us. Right? I'm not an expert in China. Okay? I know quite a few things, but I only know anything related to America. Okay, that's their problem, that's not mine. You can rant about that to whoever. I'm not ranting about that. The point is that there's other movies that tried to do that too. Rugrats in Paris. That was one movie that absolutely brainwashed the masses into believing that Paris surrendering in World War II was not, was a good thing, and that it was anti-war. And when you're anti-war, you're anti-defense. Let's just get that out of the way. When you're anti-war, you're anti-gun, you're anti-defense. We can't have that. Okay? And I hope that you can see how all of these movies they need to be approved by an FDA like organization first, where they are reviewed and they look for, okay, well, where are these movies coming from? What is their goal? What message are they trying to send? And they look at the subtext. Okay, they do something that nobody likes to do except for me, is read between the lines. And when they see that, and when they read between the lines, they see, oh, okay, well, we've got liberals who are trying to convince Republicans to vote for someone that they didn't want to vote for, and then we're completely changing the landscape and future of America. And then they look at that movie and they say, hey, you can't do that. In fact, we should ban you from making movies, because I think that that's absolutely stupid that that they are allowed to do these sorts of things. Everyone knows they're doing it. It's no secret. And they're allowed to just keep going on. That's what I can't get. I can't understand that. I'm just trying to get a following here. So we're going to wrap this up now. I'm just trying to get a following right now for this, so we can organize these sorts of movements. And I personally think when we have our power in numbers, we can have a snowball effect. We've got one person right now, that's me. When we get 2 people, we got 4. We got 4 people, we got 8. We got 8 people, we got 16. We got 16, we got 32. And then it gets even quicker. Okay, when we got 32, we got 128. That's how it is. Until we have enough people to round up and take America by the throat and make it ours, okay? I believe it was Langston Hughes. America, the land that has never been yet must be. That is what we're going to get. That's where we were going to get, okay? So thanks for watching. Spread this word around. And I thank you if you do that. And Godspeed. Thanks.